I can't remember exactly what I was doing on this island, but I know I had a chest behind me, and it looked like there was something I could throw my spear or my axe at just ahead of me before I turned around, so we'll go look at that in just a second. What's that down there? Oh, that's not anything. I thought maybe there was a chest across the water on that island, but it's not. Just the grass. Now I know we have something over here. Now seeing this Nornir chest reminds me that in the last part I managed to get all of the runes, but I wasn't really paying attention when I got the third one because I don't really care much about getting these chests for this playthrough because I've done it on my other playthroughs, but since I went and got that rune but never went back and opened the chest, it's been bugging me. So I need to go back there real quick and get that. Because you do get pretty cool rewards from these chests. Just like in God of War 2018, you get either a golden apple or, well, you know, in 2018 I don't think you even got the horn that increases your rage. I can't remember if you're able to increase your rage or not in 2018. Because it's been a minute since I've played it, but in this game you can either get apples or you can get these horns that the apples increase your health and the horns increase your rage. So it definitely is worth doing those puzzles and opening the chests. I just don't really feel like doing it for this playthrough. But with that said, I do need to go back and get the one that I had already gotten. Because that would be silly to let it go. The runes for that one were stupid easy to find.
To recruit Tyr as an ally for war.
I'm trying to keep our options open. Let's just keep moving. I'm glad we're out here, exploring a new realm. Maybe
Me too, buddy. Me
enjoy
too.
the warmth. Looks like we gotta find a way to open that gate if we want to get to NIDAVELLIR.
And it looks like I went the wrong way because I meant to go backwards to go back and get that chest, when instead I went forwards. I think. Yes, now I'm going backwards as I intended. Honestly, just like in 2018, it's so much fun just to ride the boat around in this game. And just explore and check things out. I know in 2018 you only had the one area around the Lake of Nine that you could explore in the boat. So I really appreciate in this game the fact that you have so much more open area and so many other realms to explore. It's pretty damn cool. Is this where I had the chest? I don't even remember which island it was on anymore. This might be it. I can't tell. Maybe this isn't it. That's the fun thing about backtracking when you've already visited 3 or 4 islands. It's hard to tell which one is the one you're trying to get back to. That was to move the wheel, so I don't think... I'm quite sure this is not the island that had the Nornir chest. We'll find it. It's worth going back for, even if I don't get any of the rest of the puzzles. I might do ones that don't look like they're going to take up a boatload of my time. Pun totally intended. No, that was actually just my way of trying to censor myself so I don't curse the whole time. And maybe it was a bit of a Freudian slip as well. Because my mind saw boat, so my face hole said boat. Boatload. I know I've said it before. I'll probably say it many more times. I'm genuinely sorry that you guys have to put up with me and my nonsense. But you chose to watch this, so maybe it says more about you than it does me. What do you keep looking up there for? Is this where our chest was? I doubt it. Just a stinky dead creature up here. Alright. I guess further back we go. Because now I'm feeling too stubborn to let that chest go. I know it sucks to do a bunch of backtracking, but I gotta get that chest. Don't think it was all the way back here, but you know what, we'll check. Never hurts to check. Or maybe it was. I don't know. Oh, yes it was. Look at that. Good thing we checked.
Didn't you miss a chest in the last video as well?
This is the one that I missed.
Oh.
I was backtracking to it. Because I'm not going to go super far out of my way. Dew of Strength. Okay, so it looks like I can't even get any more health or rage. Because I got another stat boosting thing out of this chest that normally gives you the golden apple or the horn of blood mead to increase your rage and strength respectively. So instead I got a Yggdrasil dewdrop. So even more so, I don't really need to do these chests. If they're simple enough and they're not going to take a bunch of time, like I said, I'll go ahead and do them, but for the most part, we're probably just going to ignore them. Same with the Odin Ravens. Me and the wife did a playthrough of God of War Ragnarok, and we got, I think we got every Odin Raven. If not, we were close. I want to say that we got every, I want to say we 100%ed that game, minus some of the tougher boss fights at the end. We just haven't gotten around to it and haven't wanted to spend, you know, a whole night freaking fighting these bosses. Because we are stubborn enough that we will keep going at them and dying over and over again until we get them. So we might put away a whole Saturday night on that sometime, but probably not anytime soon. And I'm talking about the end bosses. They're not really end bosses, you can fight them at any time, but they are this game's equivalent of the Valkyries, which were the hardest bosses to fight in 2018. So in our previous playthrough, we didn't 100% the game. I can't actually say that. But we got about as close as you can without fighting all those hard bosses. We got all the Odin Ravens, we got all the chests. I mean, we literally went through every area and treated it like a little checklist. We checked everything off and made sure that we got everything. I'm not going to do that for this playthrough. This is, like I said before, it's going to be mostly story and side content without going and getting all the collectibles and everything. Bless you.
Could you imagine if they couldn't hear my, like, sneezing on these videos?
I'm gonna edit out the sneezing so they just hear me saying bless you with no context.
Yeah, and you're not even gonna give them context.
Bless all of you. I'm talking to the listener. Bless all of you.
Yeah?
Well, hello.
What's that?
That is a creature that you have to hit from behind. And look at this guy.
It's like if a mermaid
This little
went
lizard.
into tunnel.
What's up, fella? You little
Oh,
fella.
it has a little lizard tent.
Oh, I didn't even notice the little tent. That's adorable.
A little, like, boat thing.
Little lizard tent and a little lizard wheelbarrow. It's got a little lizard pickaxe. No, this was clearly some dwarf or somebody was camped here. And the lizard was like, mine now. What are you looking at, sir?
Oh, he's looking at the adorable lizard that just crawled into a tent, obviously.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually crawl into the tent, though. He goes underground. It would be so much cooler if he crawled in the tent.
I was talking about the little lizard.
Oh, you're talking about the little one, not this guy.
Yeah, not not if
The
like
weird
an
barking
axolotl
lizard.
learned how to tunnel.
Right.
For those of you
Get
who
outta
don't know
here.
what an axolotl is, look it up. They're the most adorable things ever.
Yes. Aren't they in Minecraft? Are axolotl in Minecraft?
Yeah.
Nice. So, that creature is an Ormir. You know, unless I'm mispronouncing it, in which case it's something else that I clearly don't know how to pronounce. A mysterious creature. Mimir tells me it was born from an ember that escaped Surtur's hammer as he worked his forge. The steward of Muspelheim used his bellows to breathe life into the ember, and its first act of existence was to steal and consume the precious metals the smith had been using to forge a weapon. Mimir tried to tell me Surtur found this amusing. Were I Surtur, I would not be amused.
I think you said Muspelheim wrong. You said Muspelheim or something.
How is it pronounced? Muspelheim?
Yeah, Muspelheim.
I thought it was Muspelheim.
I think it's Muspelheim.
Oh boy, I need a whole pronunciation guide for this game.
Let's see what
Yeah,
drops.
just wait till you get to the rune reads there.
Oh gosh, I'm not looking forward to that. I'll do my best.
I'm assuming that means you're reading out runes. Yeah.
Unless they get too complicated. If it's just me fumbling over a bunch of words, then there's really no point.
Oh, yeah, the runic alphabet. You're not even, like, runes, you wouldn't even know where to start. I don't think.
Correct.
And that's not even, like, an insult to you. That's just, like,
Father,
generally,
there.
you wouldn't know where to start.
I don't know, I feel pretty insulted now. How dare you assume my runic reading abilities?
Alright. I'm gonna go, like, get some runes, and we're gonna have you read them.
I take it back, please don't.
That'll be, like, a short or something on my channel.
What do we got over here?
Just Papa tries to read runes.
Papa tries reading runes. Spoilers, it does not go well.
Alright.
What are you looking at?
My phone, partner.
He does not have a phone. He has a bow,
Oh,
and they are
still talking
not
to-
at all similar.
You're still talking to boy.
Yes.
Boy.
I'm talking to my fake digital boy, not my real life boy.
Yeah.
I could have guessed that my real life boy was probably looking at his phone.
halfway there. There's gotta be another chain to lower the rest of the gate.
There sure is. It's how we get up there is the issue. How do we get up there? Always looking at stuff. I can't waste all my time looking at stuff. I have to fight these weird mucus creatures that are strangely faster than I remember.
You can't spend all your time looking at stuff because you gotta fight stuff.
That's right. Imagine if I just looked at these things while they spit radioactive slobber at me. Where's the other one? Where'd he go? Get off of
Fighting
there.
like the 2016
Get down.
Ninja Turtles, to be fair.
Right. These things do have kind of a Ninja Turtle vibe.
Yeah, but specifically the newer movie ones, not the old ones. The old ones were
Where
like
is he?
actually cartoony. And they're like,
Oh.
what if we made,
There you are.
like the new movies? They were like, oh, what if we made turtles? What if we made them look like actually mutated turtles?
They did look kind of freaky, didn't they?
It took many a try, but I eventually got there in the end.
I always believed in you. I always knew you had it in you.
I'm very tired.
That's no excuse. You have to words right.
Yeah.
Tired or no. Coming
Yeah.
from the person who never words is right.
And is a writer.
Eh,
That too.
something like that.
Something like that.
Oh, I think I get it. If you freeze the geyser, the pressure will turn the wheel.
Okay, cool.
Eagles fell off the couch.
Yeah!
This one.
I didn't think I was gonna get that.
Yeah.
Blocks coming down.
Do I have to keep this frozen now? Nope, I guess not.
Is there something else we can hit?
Probably.
Can you see anything from that block?
Here we go. It's like a little elevator.
That's one of Cavassier's poems. Very highbrow.
Very highbrow, Cavassier's poems. This poem from one Cavassier is The Sunrise of Nothingness. Now, imagine, dear reader, if you so dare, creatures of metal that screech through the air, that swim through the seas, that bound across the land, but are brought to their knees by a warrior's hand. Her origins hidden, her hair red as blood, finding places forbidden, buried under the mud. But who is this young girl, who is more than she seemeth, who will rescue her people and slay these behemoths? Her name is Cassandra, and she lives in Greece.
Collect any others you find.
She is nowhere near Svartalfheim. She is all the way back in Greece, in, I guess, Midgard would be the realm, because Earth is Midgard, apparently.
Yeah.
Very weird. What if that was a prophetic poem about Thrud, who is a character that nobody who's watching this game for the first time has been introduced to yet, but you will be.
Lad, if I may, what exactly are you hoping to learn from Tyr?
Well, like I said, I was hoping he could tell me something about Loki. I'd also like to hear some of his stories. Traveling to other lands, giant stuff, and
Giant
maybe
stuff.
about what it was like to fight back in the day. Just for the history, obviously.
History.
Let's hope Tyr's in a talkative mood after being imprisoned for so long. Not all of Odin's captives can be as charmingly voluble as myself.
We have no proof Tyr's
Mimir
truly
is
here.
very charmingly voluble. That's the first thing I noticed about him when we cut him off that tree. I was like, this guy, charmingly voluble. Did I get myself stuck over here? No, I did not. That's good. Just gotta go back up the elevator. I imagine there's probably a way down from here. Unless there isn't. Yes, there is. Alright. Make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's go. Guess I could have made Atreus shoot all this stuff. It probably would have given us thousands upon thousands of hack silver if I had. But oh well. Stick to the left. We'll come back for that loot. Even if it means I have to literally turn
An
around
earthquake earlier.
after just going this
Think there
way,
will be another one?
it's worth it to stick to the
Unlikely,
left.
but geological disturbances tend to be unpredictable.
If the
I know I saw
geysers
that loot.
and
Okay.
smell here are worse because of Fimbulwinter, maybe the earthquakes are too?
Aye, might be onto something, lad.
I thought maybe there was more than one piece of loot over here, but I guess not. Nope, that's the only one. Okay. But we do have a barrel!
Atreus. Look ahead.
Wow. Now this looks like a city.
Welcome to NIDAVELLIR, brothers.
That's a curious dwarf right there that just gave us the finger and then ran away. What's his deal?
Hey, dwarves!
Why doesn't he like us? What did we ever do to him?
They're, running away.
None of them like us.
An alarm.
I'd only sound an alarm like that if I still had my body and was fearing the notion of being detached from it.
Okay, but this city is so cool.
They are scared.
Most definitely an alarm, I'm afraid.
Why is everybody hiding?
Stay alert.
Come on, that's so cool looking. I wish we got real NPCs in this city because they all run away in this sequence and then we never see them again. This city would have been so much better with real dwarf NPCs running around. And I kind of wonder, like, I know for the sake of the story, I know why they're not
Hey,
all out running around. They're all too scared of Odin and of
They'll be more
Kratos and
help, to be
Atreus.
sure. Best we find the
But it's
tavern
unfortunate.
mentioned on our own.
It just feels like this
Hope they
city
let
is
us in.
missing that. Like, it feels like it's supposed to have NPCs running around.
really are incredible.
The detail in the woodwork is quite extraordinary.
I'm gonna not break any vases in this city because I feel too bad to steal from these fake people who don't really exist in real life. I feel too bad to steal their loot from them. Plus, they clearly already think we're bad guys, so what am I just gonna go confirming that notion by smashing all their shit? Stealing all their
Is that a
wealth.
Statue of Odin? They must really love him here.
This guy.
Orpheum.
I'm gonna go ahead and guess it's fear, not love. I may need to apologize in advance because I get lost in this city very freaking easily.
Sindri, hello.
So if you see a weird cut, it's because I got lost and wandered around in circles for 30 minutes before I finally figured out where I was supposed to go. Shopping list. Don't want to hear any more about shortages, quote unquote. Aesir got exactly what we need. My work shouldn't have to suffer just because they get off on being withholding. Anyway, I need a barrel of oil, as many bundles of firewood as can be spared, 5 ingots of pure Svartalfheim steel, and oh yeah, goddamned food to goddamned eat. God damn it. I'm mad about hunger too. I hate when I can't eat. I'm with you, dwarves. Not eating sucks. I hear that raven. It's bothering me. Okay, I am gonna get this guy because he's right there. Get out of here.
What is it, dwarf?
Well, that hurt his feelings.
Here at least once before Ragnarok.
That look on his face, it's like he broke his heart.
Oh, if these cobblestones could talk.
It's like, I have a name. We've been friends for years now. You can use my name.
Filthy, disgusting mouths. Do you mind if I fiddle with your bow? Oh, you are long overdue for a replacement. Taking advantage of certain material. Ow. Structural sensitivity to sonic vibrations has been something I've been meaning to try for quite some time now.
Thanks for, finally trying it. What's it gonna be this time?
Patience. I find it's best to see these things, in action. Whew. There. Oh, take aim at that gate there. But before you loose, say Skialfa.
Scalfa. Doesn't sound as cool when I say it.
Well, I certainly didn't expect you to trip half
Did that really scare you that much, Atreus?
How was I supposed to know they were there?
Behind you! Look out!
Okay, so, Durlin. Sindri, any idea where the tavern is?
Do I look like I've ever been to a filthy tavern? The sewer you just punched a hole through seems promising, though. For you. It
Well, you're
should
not gonna
lead to
come
the
with
other
us?
side of the city. It's not like you're able to open other doors around here.
Come with us, Sindri. You'll love it. It's everything you hate. Grime and nastiness and smelliness.
So this lock
Boy,
really is...
Sindri would really hate fighting one of those
Yes.
radioactive snot creatures.
On this realm is so firm, any outsider is considered a threat.
Sounds like an Odinism if I ever heard one. Another of Cavassier's poems.
So this one is Large Society Ground Orb, the Performance. Okay. The armies assembled, 9 warriors strong, well rested and fed, for the war would be long. The orb in the air, and branches in hand, a swing, a collision, the spectators stand. For 9 nights and 9 days they fight without rest, running, then waiting, to prove themselves best. Until finally, mercifully, the army does rout. One army triumphant, the other struck out. Beautiful. I wish I was half as good at anything as Cavassier is at poeming. He's just such a talented writer. I'm gonna give up everything else that I attempt to do with myself, and I'm just gonna write poetry all day long. I mean, it couldn't be any worse than what I'm doing now. What are you looking at? You just looking at Odin? Yeah, he is pretty menacing up there. I don't blame you. He's quite terrifying. Okay, I know we definitely don't want to go that way. Here we are.
At your service. That ought to hurt him.
I don't have enough scat flag. Just one more and I could upgrade this shield. I bet I'll find some more.
And Atreus?
It seems to be friggin' everywhere.
Kratos? What can I make for you? Hey, what happened to all the armor we made you already?
I used it.
Well, maybe try to make this one last longer.
I will not.
He's not even gonna bother trying. Wait, you can just go shirtless? Okay. Sorrow of Sparta. Alright. I bet it's dog shit on stats. It looks like it doesn't even have any stats. Jeezel peasel.
Huh. That might be my best piece yet today.
Good job.
A good fit.
So now we're gonna need to get a little bit more scap slag. We definitely won't have enough for that upgrade, because I just used it all. Yeah, it's probably just me. I really didn't... I mean, some of these outfits are kind of cool, but I really didn't care for any of them compared to that black bear cloak. Again, it must just be me. I think that black bear cloak is so freaking cool. The rest
I'll
of it kind of
disinfect my tools.
pales in comparison. Sell our poems, because we clearly don't have enough money already. Friggin' million hack silver that we
That
have
belonged
there.
to one of the rebels, didn't it?
Alright, I think we are ready to move on. Let's go. I'm sure there's a bunch of stuff I missed in this part of the city, but if I attempt to explore, Lord knows I'm gonna get lost, so we better just move forward.
Best of luck.
Any outsider is considered a threat. Is that to protect the dwarves?
It sounds like it. But knowing Odin, there's sure to be an ulterior motive.
Well, everyone's hiding on this side too.
Odin's occupation of this realm has its hooks in deep.
But there aren't any guards patrolling. We're clearly not a threat. Why hide?
Because we don't get to have NPCs in this city.
Rest in line. Self-preservation can outweigh bravery for even the strongest of folk.
Fear keeps them safe and alive.
A firebomb from the chief anti-Odin propagandist in Durlin's rebellion.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna pronounce this guy's name as Greep. I hope that's correct, but, I mean... oh well if it's not. I have many regrets concerning the time I spent in Svartalfheim, but of those regrets, I may think of Greep the most. Greep was a fantastically angry dwarven scribe. Her furious treatises against Odin's financial imperialism might well have spurred the dwarves to outright rebellion had she continued to distribute them. As a wielder of words, she was at least my equal, if not my superior, and her passion and fury commanded the respect of anyone who read her writings, so I'm gonna assume this is Mimir writing this. When she took Firebomb in hand and burned Aesir camps to ash, others followed her. Unfortunately, the downside of having a clear and loud voice is that you're very, very easy to find. The Einarhar could handle propaganda, arson less so. They found her, and she and all known copies of her writings disappeared. I'd always wished to meet her. I still think of her often. I like to think we'd be friends if she knew me as I am now. Oh, but if she knew you as you were back then, you most definitely would not be friends.
By subtle means of resistance.
Yeah, she went from writing about how much the Aesir sucked to just taking the fight to them.
Right side, brother!
10,000 hack silver. As if we weren't rich enough, we're gonna be billionaires by the time this is over. Billionaires in hack silver. I mean, we hardly spend it. Can't use this yet, of course. Because this is just a regular old spear. There's nothing special about it. Kratos made this spear at his house because he just wanted a spear. It made him nostalgic of his days training in Sparta.
Incoming!
The grim diving attack has enough force to break your guard, interrupt it with something well-timed and strong like a thrown weapon attack. So in the future, I probably won't read the additions to those journal entries that give you little tips and stuff, because it just doesn't seem super necessary.
Thank you.
No way to get through there. Still can't use those. I have a sneaking suspicion that this is the way we came. And I was right. Why are you looking over there? Are we supposed to get over there or something? What are you thinking? We don't have to blow this one up. We can just move it out of our way.
This looks promising, right? That's like a house. If he's here, maybe you should let me do the talking.
You.
Well, we don't want to intimidate him. You're tall as a tree and you have a severed head on your head.
None taken. Fair point, though.
That's usually what throws a lot of people off about me. Being super tall, severed head, you know. It always throws people off, and I'm like, hey, you know, don't judge a book by its cover.
I think that's him.
He's a friendly head. That's why most days I just keep my severed head at home now. It's kind of a bummer. I just don't feel confident enough to go out on the town with my severed head. People give me funny looks. Says more about them than me.
Hello?
Watch yourselves. Apparently, there are intruders about.
Hey, that's us.
Oh, that's us, I think.
Well, if you're planning on killing me, at least let me finish this song. That alarm was in just the perfect key.
We're just looking for a friend of ours named Durlin.
Well, we both know that's not true. Durlin's got no friends left. But if that's all you need, head out the back way there, and you'll see the safety office just across the river. Just don't go making trouble for the rest of us. And while you travel through this realm, maybe you could clean up the head's mess?
What mess?
Later, brother.
Or we could learn about the head's mess now. But first, let's learn about this guy. The Dwarven proprietor of the tavern in NIDAVELLIR. I'm probably saying that wrong already, even though I just learned it in the last part. I apologize. He was forthcoming with Durlin's location and also with a bitter anger towards Mimir. His establishment is too small and unwelcoming. I hope he is a better musician than he is a barkeep. He didn't even pour us a friggin' drink. Rude.
I wish to hear of this mess.
The rig's in the bay. Why don't you ask the condescending skull?
Head, I've got skin. But he's right. I made a mistake. I'd have us shut them down.
In service of Asgard. Alright.